This is Arukh HaShulchan day 1321, 1321. And everything should be a schus. Yesterday we lost many soldiers. One day should be a schus to safeguard our soldiers and our captives. And so today we're doing your day of course. And we are doing today, specifically, Nun Aleph to Nun Tes. No, so we're in the middle of these pools. So, Rabbeinu Shimshon Varosh Kitsumo, they're very terse for Lo B'Yeruko, so I didn't explain fully. Rabbeinu Shimshon Kosab, the Rash writes, B'Psiku, they stopped, She'em Me'e Brecha Mechubar L'Mayan. The water of the pool is no longer connected to the spring. First, B'Psiku, B'Psiku, is that the waters of the spring stopped coming to the pool. If you have a spring which you cause to flow into a pool of water, which are stationary, Yeshlo gather in stationary. Yeshlo din mayan has still the din of a mayan. If the connecting point in the connection stopped, also din mikveh no longer has din mayan but din mikveh. If then you once again connected the two, Chazar din mayan goes back to the din of a mayan akal shana. But very important, the things are astonishing. Let me issue din mayan ner chibur. I should have a din of a mayan which because it's connected. A rabu and is still more rainwater than spring water. Frank Schuster come a first that's the question. To those who say the mayan b'shlom rabu notfim. Shach says it's where there isn't more rainwater than spring water. The question, it's difficult. Should I break on mayan? This is a pool full of water. If a mayan rock over a lane and the spring is just passing over it. So it cannot be more rainwater than spring water. Those who distinguish between mayan moshuch and mayan omeid, where you have a mayan which flows and a mayan which I guess pools itself, stands. Kamer Moshe is talking about a flowing mayan. It's a taz. Arukh HaShulchan says, this makes no sense. The they say that if there's more rainwater, this doesn't work. It's not matar by in flowing at all. Yes, it's more difficult. We learned that the opinion of the Rash is שאפילו בעצם מי מים שהמשיכו להם מכל the brechos, that even the water of the spring itself, when you cause it to flow beyond its source, through pools, Elodin Mayan, it doesn't have a Mayan because mikveh, so the water of a mikveh should not have become the water of a Mayan. Those are dafka shemuravim and noifino zeichlim. So when they mix together the rainwater with the flowing water of the mayan, that the mayan loses its character. But here the spring stands on its own. Its connection to the pool is effectively as gamoledin mayan. It has the status of a mayan. That's a prisha. Svartov and a Rosh likes this far. We have to add this. The because it would seem that this is also not effective. When you have the spring which extends like a centipede, the should be honored with according to the Rash explained there. The name Mayan also remains in place. Because in the place where they draw it, in the legs of the centipede, Ein Mayan doesn't have the loch of Mayan, even though you're causing the Mayan waters themselves to flow there. Koshke may mikvah, certainly if it goes into the mikvah, if it's mikvah water. So I think it's like this. The makom shenotfi lezochim muravin, the place where the rainwater and spring water are mixed. After Adam lost some movements that a person had nothing to do with it. Konkom nevertheless b'rias and notfim, since there's more rainwater of the azochim koach mayan shlem, the flowing water loses its status as a mayan. Because the rainwater is more than the spring water in its place and it negates it. This is even true when the spring is its own place. Here's the Arukh HaShulchan's Chiddush. A person has no capacity to make new places into spring water, but makom shloya mayim miolam. Places never ever water before. If you make a spring go there, it's no longer considered to be a spring. Where you made the centipede type thing. The place where it flows doesn't have the status of mine. But here where the mine is standing in place, and the pool is standing in place. There's no new place here which the water is traversing. You just connected the water in the spring to water in the pool. It's effective to give the pool a name of a mayan. A shaka, having two, literally means like kissing. I probably said earlier in the sermon, when you have two pools of water which connect to each other. Most of the time, it even works to make tame water into tar. Not sure that kosher is, but it certainly works to make a mikveh into mayan. So the person did not make anything new here. They just connected the two of them. The one who asks, why when you stop that connection has a status of a mikveh? Why is it different than traveling in a river at the time that there's a lot of rain? Which according to several gedolim is usher. It's a precious question. Says I'm not sure what question is. Where the water is flowing in the pool, you're not allowed to tell that if the spring water stopped coming in. Where the water is stationary in the cavity, in the ground, and it's not moving. It's the Shach's answer. Someone else said the exact opposite. When the water is flowing in the pool, should be sikul. Has to have mind even is no longer connected to the mind, but need chud vod, so it's rejected. In dina kamikveh, if they stop being connected, then no matter what, it has status of mikveh. And if they're flowing, you also can't toivel them altogether. But you should know, says Arukh HaShulchan. Tamar Rabbeinu says him stand, but says be cloud as a Rambam. Why not bring down the Rambam? The Rambam psula bezochlin av kshabrechum uchuberes l'mayan. He says that you can't be toivel in the brecha if it's flowing, even if it's connected to the spring. What's that in the Siv Gimel? Well, I'm Nation Rover. I was saying, Kamkomos Pshitu, Shechibur Mikl, the Mayan, Mahayel, so Mikl din Mayan. Perhaps because all the rest of the authorities hold that it's Pashut. When you connect the mikveh to a mayan, it works the mikveh into a mayan as well. Nunda, because I made a base Yosef see if you have the base Yosef writes mikveh mayim shuvim. They have mikveh of drawn water, which is not rainwater, drawn water, so it's not kosher. Shimshicho love mayin, and you introduced into it waters of a spring. I feel mayim mota, even the waters of the spring are less. Hamuatim shel mayan, the small amount of the spring water of taharin esem shumam ruvim. They make tar, in this sense, make kosher for a mikveh, the larger amount of drawn water. Whether the water of the spring came before the drawn water, or whether the drawn water came before the spring. The seventh thing, Rashba, this is from the Rashba. It's exactly the previous halacha. Anytime the spring is connected to the mikveh, Eino Kedin Ribias Notfil Zochlin. It doesn't have the status of when the rainwater is greater than the spring water. Since Mayan stands by itself, the mikveh stands by itself. Metara Mayan is the mikveh. The Mayan makes the mikveh tor, meaning suitable for tefillah. Even the water in the brecha in the pool or the mikveh in this case, it's a brecha, it's a mikveh which is a brecha. It's still okay. Even the shuvin is still okay. Since you connected them, the chibron and bound ze to each other. Nun hey, Reina Rama Kosaba Zebezel Shoyda. Rama says, Konkom ain't bobo rock bash boren. When it's stationary. It's no better than rivers where you have more rainwater than you have flowing water. So therefore, you has to be stationary. It says Arukh HaShulchan. V'tamur is astonishing. Lama lokasav king gambadina kodem. Why did they write this in previous halacha? But brecha shimshich lamayan with a pool which you connected to a spring. See if you look. V'atomar is that the Madoni Yontif found this difficult. Mesha Sheter to those who answered the Sham Myra B'Shlo Rabba Nofel Me'amayim. So it says more rainwater, more rainwater than spring water. It's the Shach. Farkosav and Steve Nudalf, we saw it in Steve Nudalf. This is where we began tonight. Shiv Shalom can say this. We have Shalomar. You can say that Kamnasu Gama Siva Kodim. He's going also in the previous Sif, Darkul Katzer, and he brings out down over here, but goes on both. Chashash das Rambam Shebein Sif Nun, and he's concerned with the Rambam, which he brought out in Sif Nun, that when the it wasn't so Sif Nun, was it? It was Nun Aleph, no? It was Nun Gimel. The Rambam's place was Zeichen Afkshim Bechel. Oh, he says in Nun Gimel they brought down a Nun. Okay, right. Okay, that's at the Berecha is possible b'zoichlin, even if it's connected to the Mayan. And we're already astounded why the says leaves him out. So maybe the Rama is trying to allude to him. He was like the Rabbein Rama, sandwiches with drawn water, which is absolutely possible. The May Brecha to pool water, which is rainwater, which is if it's stationary. The connection only puts it up one level. It goes up from mikveh to a mayan that's matar when it's flowing. Shuvim mal shuvim, that's mal hamayim madrega achas. They don't think of bump up 2 levels from shuvim to a mayan, but only 1 level. It's interesting as far. Mishuvim the mikveh. V'yeshalos shtei madregas. Can't lift it up by 2. Can't promote it by 2 classes. Like shira v'gamatai b'zochen that should be kosher for mikveh and the shos minatara when it's flowing. That's why he didn't bring down this note in the previous halacha. Nunvav. Kasar ben Rabbi says Sivches. You have a spring which is flowing into a vessel. Possibly bo ben b'mayim shabachli. You can't be put table in the water which is in the vessel. Ben lachash yotzim mechli, even when it left the vessel. If the spring sprays on the rim of the vessel and into it, totally aslipo. Into the keli now to toivo. The chutzlo mutter, but outside is mutter. I feel my mind shem tochem rubim. In the water in the vessel is more. I can't show. V'zeh Mishnah Reish Perkei. This Mishnah beginning Perkei. This is what it's meaning. Mayin shem chalech do keli. You have a spring which is gushing into a vessel. V'nivs to mayin water is possible. Came and show you but kli. They're mayin called mayin shumah when they're in the kli. L'chein gam achar shiyotzim hakli psun. Therefore, even if they leave the kli, they remain possible. Aviyam ami menem b'kalech chasfas hakli. But if a little bit it goes on the rim of the vessel. Even though most of it goes into the vessel, a little bit just kosher on the rim. It uplifts the robe which is possible when they come out. And also since they're connected to the mayan, they're kosher even they flow. Feel that's the Rambam Siv Gimel Siv Nun Ganki kosher. Because Rambam's okay. Its source. It started off in a mayan. And also now it's connected to it. Mayan, therefore it completely has the status of a mayan. And the brackets is here that this seems to be the opinion of the Rush as well. Nun Zayin. If you have a ditch which you made flow through a slit in the ground, El Gigas go to a large barrel, which holds 140 saw. And you sank the barrel into the ground. Also, both are Gigas. Now let's level inside that barrel. Even though the water of the barrel is connected to the ditch. Unless you make a hole size of the shofar node in the bottom of the large vessel. We shall see. And the bracket says you have ein tahash shekosam sif katan dal my lo mani ashaka my shokli my. Why is it not the connection, the chibur between the water in the keli and the mayan work? Because you know shemit bo b'kli shem b'chaberes mayan. So if anything, you might do in a vessel which is not connected to a spring. Ein sham. Then Shekain kosav Rosh Per Reish Per Keli. Rosh writes this as well. V'ayin Rasham. V'tamani v'loeda. I'm innocent and don't understand. Kamish der pasuk kli. The Torah made a kli pasuk. Mashay chashaka. How could Ashaka possibly overcome that psul? If you put a vessel in the heart of the spring, you still can't open the vessel. Koshken Ashaka mine keli. Certainly the Ashaka from the spring to the vessel shouldn't work. Very unclear. Nun ches. She's by the mayim mekalech tokeli plus psul mayim aflach yotzmi. That was you said that when the mountain the spring is gushing into a vessel. The water is possible even after it left the vessel. So akshem mechubarim me'amayim is even it's connected to the spring water. We compelled to say so. That which you said is kosher even when it's flowing over the rim of the vessel because it's connected to the spring. So in this case, it must be in the first case where it's talking about going into a kli, as opposed to going into the kli as opposed to on the rim of the kli. There's no good. Even they're connected to the Mayan. But Tampash reason simple. Shachibur ain't a chibur. The connection not a connection came with Shakli Masik because the kli interrupts. Save Avi Chibur, in the end it's a chibur Mneis Fasa Keli, because this Fasa Keli goes over the rim. Rabbeinu says Sibra Rotzah Los Din Zeb Kavanas Rashba. We wanted to make this halacha linked to the tent of the Rashba. Nechel Kualav and the Shaz of Chuvas. Shlechel Kok Doliom, the greats of the world, arguing him Gambi Amav. Even his day they argue him. Shadina in a also writes that now this fast keli does not effective. The back of it says here Mari Taitzik. Taitsak. And that it seems to be actual Marit. I think it's Marit Trani. Vabach Oakland Custom Loki Rash was there, Rash never meant this. Ein Shab. Okas Abesis Masha Rotza Rashba Lamar, Clement on Mechanic Shember Khaskam that which Rashba allegedly says you can travel in a vessel if it's connected to a spring. Who didn't Chadash and Korishaim, it's against all Rishaim. But I'm Rashba Lasama Kazayim, the Rashba not allowing this, I guess in this Chuva, look my side shop. Man's time to serve Steve Akonim, Shiesh Bizet to me Atsuma. There's an astonishing difficulty here because Keli is possibly the Raisa. Baduk. And then Nuntas. Because Rabbeinu Abbas Yosef, they say about Steve base. Mine Shebir Agabi Achore Kalim. If you cause the spring to flow on the backs of Kalim, not inside the Kalim, but not even the rim. Shilu Makamacha, and you drew them somewhere else. Chazali also the mikveh that where they come to a halt, they become a halacha mikveh. But actually, Achore Kli Mamish. So you don't travel on the back of the Keli. Begam Zeu Mishnah Beperakei, but time partial reason simple. Shema Maim Achore Keli Lo Nifsalu. When they go on the back of Keli, they're not possible. We can't come other men who name Mayim, but the usually name Mayim. Nation Kaponim have sexual Achore Keli because the interruption by being on the back of a Keli have a Knipska Mayim. It's like the end of the Mayim. Those who want to say the Dafka Benipsak Yiluach man is only if the flow from the spring ceases. Abaloni of Sak, but then cease Yesh Lo Din Mayim has the Loch of Mayim. That's from the Jusha. I guess there are people arguing, not everybody. Chonyan Ein Lo Din Mayim, no matter what, doesn't have status of a Mayim. The interruption going at the back Keli is like it's tantamount to the flow being interrupted. The Pashu the Zel B'Kshein over Gamas Fossil is clear. It's only when that it's not there, it goes over the rim as well. Over Gamas Fossil, Yeshudin Mayan. Okay. Good passes, I guess, because the low Gari. That's not worse. I mean, if it goes in the kli itself, as long as it's connected by the rim of the keli. So the rim would be a connection. Okay, that's it for today.